Okay, so today we're going to go over squared quantities and solving. So as you know, the opposite of squared is square root, and we're going to use this information to solve problems. So here for the first problem, we have x squared equals 49. So to figure that out, I'm going to first rewrite it. So I have x squared equals 49. To get rid of that squared, so x can be alone, I'm going to square root both sides. Now, it's important to understand that the square root of x squared equals the absolute value of x. And this is because you can have two possible answers, right? For 49, 7 times 7 equals 49, but what also equals 49? Negative 7 times negative 7, right? So there's two possible answers, a positive and a negative. That's why the square root of x squared equals the absolute value of x. So when we show our work, we want to make sure you have the absolute value of x equals 7, and then we'll break it up, showing x is equal to a positive 7 and x is equal to a negative 7. Okay, there are two values that, when squared, equal 49. These two values are positive 7 and negative 7. Okay, for this next example, x plus 5 squared equals 81. It's okay that there's a quantity inside a squared. We still can't take anything out of this until we get rid of the squared. So we're going to square root both sides. Now this whole thing becomes the absolute value. So absolute value of x plus 5 equals 9. From there, we're going to split it up. X plus 5 can equal a positive 9. X plus 5 can equal a negative 9. And then you solve each problem for x. So I'm going to subtract 5. X is equal to 4. Subtract 5. X is equal to negative 14. So you have two answers here. Okay. It is important to remember that whenever you have the square root of x squared, it's going to be equal to the absolute value of x, and you need to show that step. Okay. So let's go ahead and review a couple problems here. So for the absolute value of 2x plus 1 equals 8, it's already in absolute values, right? There's no squared quantities to get rid of. So we're just going to split it up. 2x plus 1 can equal a positive 8. 2x plus 1 can equal a negative 8. And then we solve each problem. So for this first one, I get 2x equals 7, divide by 2. So 7 halves is our answer. And you can leave it as a fraction. For the next one, I subtract 1 as well. 2x equals a negative 9, divide by 2. X equals negative 9 halves. And we're done. For this next problem, x minus 3 squared equals 16. We have a squared. To get rid of the squared, I square root both sides. Now, it's important to note that you have to have the squared quantity all by itself before you can square root both sides. Okay? So now I have the absolute value of x minus 3 equals 4, and I split it up. X minus 3 equals a positive 4. X minus 3 equals a negative 4. Add 3 to each side. X equals 7. Add 3 to each side. And x equals negative 1. And that's it.